Hey, welcome back. Today we're going to be talking about Katahdin sheep. Um, they're a pretty good hair breed of sheep, probably the most common one that you're going to see. And they come in a wide range of colors. They were bred for production, so they're not really like a show standard per se. So you generally are going to see whites or creams to light browns generally. Some with black, and they come like piebald or spotty or spotchy kind of looking. And so um, they are a hair sheep, which means that they grow a winter coat and then shed it. Um, Due to their genetic makeup, their shedding capabilities varies. Um, a good quality Katahdin will completely shed out on its own, rubbing up against fence lines or things like that. But there will be some that they might have maybe a higher percentage of wool sheep in their genetics, or they just might, you know, for whatever reason, uh, only shed out in patches. So you generally want to breed towards those that are going to shed completely. But they're pretty good meat breed of sheep. They're around the ewes are around 110, 120 pounds up to 150, 160. That's the main range. But if they are 100% range fed or pasture raised, and depending on your quality of forage and stuff, they could be a little bit smaller than this. They generally produce twins, and they are uh, a-seasonal or out-of-season breeders, so you can breed Katahdins to have lambs like every 8 months. So that's pretty good. So what's another great thing is you can, if you have a market like a holiday or something you're trying to market lambs at, you can actually plan how long it takes for the lambs to grow to market size, and you can count back and then 5 months of pregnancy, so you can actually count all the way back to when you want to have them bred, and you can do basically planned pregnancies so that you can get optimal prices for your lamb. Katahdins are okay for milk. If you're like on a homestead type operation or a family hobby farm or whatever, you could milk them for personal use. They're not going to be that much quantity for like a sheep dairy or anything, but they are a pretty good breed. They're pretty calm, level-headed. Um, so they're all in all, they're a pretty good breed. Good thing with hair sheep is they don't need to be sheared. So, if shears are hard to find in your area, which they generally can be, you might want to look at a hair sheep like the Katahdin. And so they're pretty low cost. They're really good for parasites, pretty good for parasite resistance. That is. So I mean, they still can get parasites, but they have pretty good resistance to it, and or uh, load tolerance. So they're pretty good browser too. Sheep prefer to graze on grass like a cow, but Katahdins are pretty, I'd say, opportunistic. They'll eat leaves of shrubs and things like that as well. So that's a pretty good thing to have, depending on your situation. Although I wouldn't recommend them like just throwing them out in the woods or something, because they're not a goat. But um, like I said, I would recommend them for a starter breed of sheep. They're generally easy to come by and pretty cheap, and so if you're not searching for wool for like spinning uses or for sale, then this would definitely be a good breed of sheep to get started on. So sometimes you'll see them crossed with like Dorpers, which is another hair breed, which just makes them a little bit heavier and chunkier. But a good Katahdin or Katahdin cross, generally, as long as the other part of the cross is a hair breed, um, it'll be a good starter sheep. If you cross them with a hair breed, they'll get like these weird coats that parts will need to be sheared, and it'll just be a mess. And it'll look really silly out in the field in the middle of summer with chunks growing out. So, anyways, hope this helps. If you have any questions, comment down below, and I'll be more than happy to answer them when I have time. Thanks again.